old school stories, don't mess up a dragon fight against an equalizer from rubble, because that can be game changing. They don't get a chance just yet as Chachi does shove Jankos out the
Yeah, I think the times of Rumble instantly winning a fight around Dragon based on his ultimate are a little bit gone to this point, but it is fair to say that in a 5v5, when you stack an on-hit Nico in Wonder against Vizichachi's Rumble, that Rumble will certainly win out. So it is an interesting situation here where Splyce would prefer to find a fight, but because their jungler's actually on the back foot at the moment, it's difficult for them to engage anything until Vizichachi's TP comes up.
All right, so keeping my eyes on that, about 3/4 of the cooldown has already been used, and you can see Xerxes, he's just waiting in the wings. It feels like he's shadowing his lanes more than anything right now.
Đây rõ ràng là một kèo đấu không hề dễ dành cho vị trí của VC Saxi.
Looked like they could have get jumped on, obviously covering top lane there as well. So the right place at the right time. We're getting closer to 10 minutes. That gold lead still slowly
9 phút
creeping
đã
up.
trôi qua và chưa có bất kỳ biến động nào từ cả hai bên.
Assuming do not concede kills or turret plates, that can allow G2 to
Về
accelerate.
chỉ số lính thì vị trí Saxi đường trên đang bị bỏ khá xa so với vị trí của Wonder. Lượng tiền chênh lệch đã là 800 tiền.
So Splyce are certainly comfortable at the moment, even though they are down 1,000 gold. The difficulty that you face, though, against playing against G2 and against a team comp that is built to play, very skirmish heavy and have the split push style, is that these small gold leads early on
Bộ đôi đường dưới của G2 Esports là một cặp đôi có khả năng tấn công mạnh. Vì Jankos có ý định can thiệp khu đường dưới này, tuy nhiên có một con mắt ở bụng cỏ trên của bên phía của Spy. Jankos bắt đầu tiến ra chiêu cuối của Mikit, tuy nhiên không trúng bất cứ hành viên nào của bên phía Spy, và hai hành viên của Spy đơn giản lùi về mà không mất bất kỳ phép bổ trợ nào.
Yeah, it definitely is, and I think it was actually a very interesting gank there by Jankos. We see Wonder actually proxying the minion wave between Vizichachi. But I think that gank was actually just to burn a flash. They never intended to get any sort of kill out of it because Caps was going for a reset at the same time. I think the idea for G2 was if you can burn a flash, that means the next time Caps runs mid after that reset, you can push the wave and then find the collapse. But they didn't get the flash, so now they get stalled out a little bit more.
So planning a few steps ahead. Seen that a couple times. While we saw Wonder proxying that top lane, you can see Vizichachi's equalizers on cooldown. Just before he finished the back, he actually dropped that ulti, shoved the wave back out. It's 2/3 around again, so almost available. And Haunting Guys and Teleport is up. So that sort of timing window of starter players up. But it may be too late because that's first blood to G2. Jankos has just led the way, and everywhere Jankos goes, G2 are able to respond quicker.
Yeah, Jankos used the early game lane pressure, and then now at 11-minute mark as well, more lane pressure, just spot out Xerxes, invade into the jungle, find him out and easily kill him, and that first blood will result then in an Infernal Drake. The worst thing that could happen to Splyce, get snowballed on like this.
Oh, Realm Warp is now coming in. That was actually hijacked away. Caps doesn't get rooted into the tower though, with one tower shot. Humanoid's gonna try to turn this one around. The Kingslayer is running back, Rune Prison comes out! The overload! Humanoid solo kills Caps.
Yes, he did. Caps went way too deep under the tower. I have no idea what he was doing with that Realm Warp, and Humanoid punishes him for it.
Oh, really nicely done. Humanoid turning Caps' aggression against him, and that was one of the players that we had our eyes on coming into this matchup. Whether or not Humanoid's growth and development from Spring Split could make him more competitive against the fields.
Yeah, because I felt like Humanoid's entrance into the LEC, it was all right, but it wasn't anything special. It was very average, and in a very stacked role like the mid lane, that in itself is good for a team. But for Splyce, who wants to push into that top 3 and make some sort of contention against these top teams, you need to have a mid laner that can stack up against the likes of Perks.
All right, you do indeed, and right now there's an engage on the mid lane. Norscarin not going to find anything. Really easy escape as Jankos was just standing behind Mickey. And Splyce, by the way, they got 1 kill on the board. They also rotated their duo lane top, and now they've got themselves into a predicament where they can race for first tower. Wonder's gone to the bot lane, and there's a lot of shenanigans afoot as there's at least 3 or 4 members of each team in the top half of the map.
Yeah, Vizichachi now actually going to sacrifice some CS down bottom lane. He's going to walk back down there now, but you see Splyce want to find this 5v5. They make
CS down from Wonder, and Cobby's only a minion wave up, 7 and a bit. Humanoid around 10, nearly above Caps. I feel like this Infernal Drake would be worth more than the kill, especially as Humanoid has no flash, flag, drag, dunk. Wonder comes in with the autos. Momentary blip.
Makes them wait for it.
And G2 pick up not only the kill, but they get themselves a bunch of plates, and this should be Tau first blood as well.
Yeah, just 40 seconds on those plates going down, and they're going to be able to pick up all of them. G2 with a massive power play in the mid lane. We'll watch that one more time, maybe, because Jankos went for like the smallest EQ flash I've ever seen, but it was very good.
TV lane. This is already going to be a chase. While there's an engage up in the top lane, Norscarin cannot chase Burst. What was that? Suiciding. Now down to the bottom lane. Pop Blossom. Not going to be enough. Cap picks up the kill. All of a sudden, Splice, they bite off more than they can chew.
Oh, Splice, what are you doing? It was close, and then all of a sudden, a very big misplay. Top side, they get TP'd on down bottom lane, but this is what G2 do so well. They just keep fighting you everywhere on the map, and they don't give you time to think.
No, they really don't. And remember, G2 set up the proactive plays early on. That's what allowed them to pick up first blood. Now they've punished the decision-making after Humanoid wins the 1v1. He was flashless, he was ganked within 60 seconds, and that opened up the tower. Fortunately, it didn't fall for Splice, but they're down 3,000 gold because of moments like this.
Yeah, just a TP ward put very deep in the lane. You can see Vizicachi thought the play was going up towards topside. He has no support, but he greeted for that